South African Jacob Dlamini has just penned a book, Askari, about ANC defector Comrade September. Now Jacob is joining me on Skype. Jacob, why don't you introduce us to the main character in this novel, Comrade September?
So Comrade September's real name was Glory Lefoshi Sidibe, and he was born in May 1953 in what used to be the Eastern Transvaal, in a small town called Pilgrim's Rest. And he joined the ANC at 24 in 1977, and was highly trained by the ANC through the Russians and the East Germans, and was kidnapped by a South African death squad led by Eugene de Kock in 1986, and taken to South Africa, where he was tortured and turned into a collaborator, and he went on to become one of the most effective ANC defectors working against the ANC.
Now, it's an extraordinary story. Tell me about the research that went into this. How long did you research this character in this story, and how long did it take you to actually put this together in such a thrilling way?
Oh, thank you. It's a long and old obsession. I came across the story of Comrade September, and I didn't know his name at the time, in 1988 in high school. Would you believe it? I was reading an anti-apartheid magazine called Work in Progress, and it had a story about this mysterious character called Mr. X1, who had defected from the ANC and was testifying against his former comrades, in a treason and terrorism trial. And so that's where the interest starts, through this magazine in 1988. And so over the years, so from 88 to now, essentially, I just got more and more interested. And what would happen is, because at the time I didn't have much to go on except tidbits, I would just pick up whatever I came across. Stray reference here, stray reference there in the book. And it wasn't until a few years ago that with funding from the Open Society Foundations, I was actually able to start doing serious research, so start going around, traveling to Swaziland, traveling to, the place where, he was born, and surrounding areas, and going around trying to find his family, people who knew him. So it took a while, and also did a lot of archival work, because for someone who lived in the shadows, he also led a remarkably very public life. So there's stuff in the archives about him, about things he did. So I was able to do all of that. But it's a 26-year-old obsession, and I'm glad finally to put it in a book.